Bonjour French one. Today's topic is all about places around town. The idea being that we've just learned a lot of activities, and now you might want to talk about either where you like to go or where you like to do those activities. Maybe you like to go shopping at the mall, maybe you like to have picnics at the park, maybe you like to play baseball at the park, maybe you like to see movies at the movie theater instead of watching them at home on Netflix. So these places come up in relation to the activities that we've previously covered in class. As always, I'll make sure that I pause after the French words so you have a chance to repeat, and we'll practice our pronunciation in class with those lovely recap videos. Keep in mind that words that are on the left-hand side of your page are masculine words. Words that are on the right-hand side of your page are feminine words, and you should be able to tell that from the articles, le being masculine and la being feminine, but that's just a good reminder to keep in mind as you're taking these notes. So without further ado, here are your places. If you want to talk about going to the cafe, which by the way, a cafe is not short for cafeteria, it's actually more like a restaurant, a small little coffee house. You can get food there or drinks. It's just a different way of saying restaurant basically. But if you like to go to the cafe, the word is the same in French as it is in English, le café. Movie theater should also look very familiar to you. The word for a movie theater is le cinéma. The word for a store, whether you're shopping because you need to buy toilet paper or you're going shopping for fun and clothes and things like that, is le magasin. You will find le magasin at the mall, which is le centre commercial. I know in the last section we learned the word for school, which is école. If you want to get specific and talk about high school, not just schools in general, because school could be elementary, school could be college, the word for high school is le lycée. The word for a park is very close to ours, le parc. And the word for stadium shouldn't be too strange to you either, le stade. Now we get to our feminine places, including la piscine, which is the pool, la bibliothèque, which is the library, and probably the longest vocab word of the year, la maison des jeunes et de la culture, which literally translates to the house of young people and culture. They abbreviate that as MJC, which again is the letters M, J, and C in French. Again, standing for M for maison, jeune or J for jeune, and then C for couture. Basically, this is like a YMCA, a recreation center, a place where you can hang out, you can play board games, you can do sports, you can do different activities. So it's basically a rec center or a YMCA, depending on kind of how you think about it. Now, whenever you use these places with the word aller to talk about how you like to go to these places or how you like to do things at these places, your actual words for at and to are going to look a little different than your typical le's and las and lays. For now, I don't really want you to worry about it. Your next lesson is actually going to cover those ah contractions, is what they're called. I bet you can already start to guess why some of them are ah, la, and some of them are o. But for now, I don't need you to worry about that. For now, I just need you to realize that you will need to pay attention to that when you start using them in phrases such as aller à la piscine, for to go to the pool, or aller au café, for to go to the cafe, or aller au cinéma, for to go to the movie theater. So the last thing that you need to do on your paper is that new trend that we're trying now, which is decide if you need to write a sentence where you ask a question because maybe you have a question or something didn't make sense in the video. Perhaps you understand everything and can therefore write a summary sentence about the video. That would be lovely as well. Or finally, if you want to, if you don't think this video is great, good, and grand, you can critique my video if you would like to. One more thing that'll be a little bit different next class is we will start off next class with this exact same pondering kind of question or idea. This is known as an analogy. You might have had these in one of your English classes or something else where you compare things and you kind of try to figure out what's missing excuse me, from the other sentence. So I'd like to leave off of this video with the thought of if faire un pique-nique is to le parc, as what vocab word or phrase is to la bibliothèque. And it may not be something from this actual vocab notes. It might make you think back a little bit, it might make you think outside the box. But we'll start next class with this topic. Faire un pique-nique is to le parc, as what is to la bibliothèque, just to kind of get your brain working and thinking ahead a bit.